Welcome to Uphikelela podcast enqindilili. Igama ngoluvuyo, isename nguNgciki, ichomi zami zinibiza uVovo. Namhlanje sivizitele a good friend of mine, uDr. Samkelo Jiyane. Doc, welcome to Uphikelela.
Vovo.
Even though sikwispace sakho. Yes, even though size kwakho saqomba let's come up. I'm excited to have you up. I know into yoba ngabani ukhona into young. Yazi ndiyathanda ukuthi ngabantu abayanga bazaba inspired. But yet I get calls from kubantu abadala who are saying they are inspired.
Yeah.
So even nomuntu omdala will definitely be inspired ngelife yakho. Endifuna ukuthuka mina qala. Ngizakuthuka nabo. Uzanixela into engingazaziyo.
Ndiyakwazi.
Uzanixela into engingazaziyo mina qala.
Ndiyakwazi.
Doc uzalelwe phi? Ngophi unyaka? Ubuphi?
So anyway, Nkosi, thanks for having me up. Dala ndikubukela in this show and it's making a good impact. Yeah, so mna ndinzalelane yase King in Ephakamisa, Ephakamisa Township outside eQonce, ngo 1983.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm one of 3 children, but I've got other brothers as two as well, besides mama na tata.
Oh, okay.
Mama, tata, sorry.
Okay.
So in total it's by 5 ekhaya.
Oh wow. Oh. Mamela, kubani umama notata?
So, mna ndizalwa ngu the late Lungi Jiyane, ne?
Okay.
And then noLulama Jiyane. So
Ulungi ngophela amagama awunoyiqala noba ngophi.
Ulungi mama.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
Ulungi mama. So mama kangolungiswa ngulungi LUNGIE.
Wow.
Ngulungi.
All right.
Wathi I think ngumakazi wakhe or I think udaba wakhe.
Okay.
And wathi ungulungi kangolungiswa.
Okay. Alshunulanga. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So ndizalwa ngabo bona bobabini basuka kwela cala. So ndiyazi bathi banaphi no. But ke babesuka I think at one stage that wakhe watitshe liter. So bathi bana apho ke. Yes, and then ke ngoku baqala uba nontana ngam. That was in 1983. Sahlala Ephakamisa ngoko. I very much shame. I will never debaxoke ndithi no, I had a very difficult upbringing or sasilala singatyanga. No, they worked hard and they provided for us. It's not that we were not rich, but bas provided kakuhle, and I will forever be grateful for that, to have a lovely home. So sikhulele ePhakamisa singabantwana bayi-3. Njengoba singabantwana bayi-3, I'm the eldest.
Okay.
Followed by my sister Uzimasa.
Okay.
And then emveni koko noLungile.
Aba babini ke ngokuthatha benabo before, after, during time get
I know you love the juicy details. So uPuthando sikhula naye, like my mom took him in.
All right.
So that's my older half brother.
All right.
So yena ngoka 76.
Okay.
So my mom took him in, and then it's only later even that I discovered that he's not even like he's my half brother, because sikhula sonke.
I was half, I was brother wakho.
Yeah, and mama took in even my cousin. So sikhula nje sibanintsi ekhaya, like without knowing who's who. Yeah, well, so and she was like that. Nayo mama Shem, she just took in people from all kinds of. We always had people coming in and clean. Okay. It was never just the 3 of us. No, from Sang.
Time.
Yeah. Then the other sibling gang ngokalento. So bobayi-2 Buthando no, and then Mpumelelo comes in later on in life. Naye, my dad was never aware, and then nayo inkululeko ke umpumelelo uye wazigodusa then bafumanisa ngolo hlobo oh there's a child engumpumelelo ngolo hlobo.
Okay, I no.
Yeah.
Ndiyavuya uva sambulela nesiblings siyazibulisa. Wasabukela kaloku.
Injalo.
Utime usekhona.
Usaphila yena tata.
Oh, okay.
Usapha Phakamisa ya.
Oh, pha.
Yeah.
Phakamisa ilena ine kangisezwelitsha apho kwinto yaka education.
Kuzolitsha lo.
So
iPhakamisa ingapha ya kuzolitsha.
Ingapha ya.
Ufutshane. So xa if usuke ezwelitsha uthathe le line eMonti uhambe ngalandlela like the back route instead of uhambe eMount Coke uzadlula ePhakamisa kokuqala then emveni koko kube yilitha sorry then emveni koko kube indevana then ibe lilitha before you join the freeway.
Okay, andayibona nje sesinayo indawo yokuya ke ngophakamisa.
Yeah.
Sesinayo.
Yeah.
Sagodkela kokwenu.
No, Iva.
Mamila ndiyavuya man ukuva into bangaba notata usekhona. Umama usiyeni
2014.
Oh no, kuma nokubonile umama uqhuba.
No, kakhulu shem mama like fortunately enough I was fortunate ba specialization yam ndiyenzele eMonti.
Okay.
So then ke uqale ukula ndipha up until the time she ultimately passed away, but fortunately for us ndienda pasa my peds I think within, so it's a 48-month rotation, it's 4 years. So and then I passed the PTM within 38 months. So but I still had 10 months to do of reg time. So ukupasa kwam, then I was qualified as a pediatrician but not having finished the time yet, still needed to finish the time. So then we had the grad and everything. And by the time I then was a registered pediatrician, she had already passed on. So, but we were able to have the grad party, and she pushed. You know, I think people in life generally have some kind of premonition of feeling, because this ceremony she was pushing, but we must do it. We got back from Durban, and on the day there was a tent in J by force. Wow. They were like, there was a tent by force where they had driven. I had pre-booked flights, so I'm waiting for them at Phakamisa. They were driven from all the way from at Durban, and when we got there, we had the grad party. And fortunately, at least she got to see that. She may not have gotten to see the others. Yeah.
No, they're very cool. Yeah. Now, ukhulile Phakamisa kunge 80s. Isikolo sakho sokuqala ngisiphi primary pa?
Qaqamba primary.
Qaqamba primary. Kwakumandi?
Kakhulu. Qaqamba yo kwakufundiswa iqaqamba.
Nani banayo la toti faka apha apha icup mug le inkulu yokhiso.
No, thina uyayazi ijabula soup. Jabula soup. So thina kaloku, remember this is in the former Sky. Yes, so this is the former Sky. So qala kwakuphathwa isikhafutina, then kwa-introducewa le nto yoba kuzawutyiwa ukutya esikolweni. Then uye would carry izinto to get ijabula soup or nesonka for lunch, which was actually very nice actually. But I take my hat off to the teachers as a Qaqamba. They did an absolutely sterling job. Sasine Boy Scouts at Qaqamba. Wow. Imagine in the township, Sasine Boy Scouts at Qaqamba. We used to do sketches at Qaqamba. And then with the fall of the regime, Lennox Sebe, then obviously Unontsabo was the name of the late Lennox Sebe. So then, because it was a regime change, they had to change the name from Enontsabo Primary to You must remind me to tell you a story about Enontsabo later. No, so with my first, I think it's probably my second car that I had bought. So it was a small, expensive car that I had bought, and I had bought at that time. So umama phones her friend that yemfazi ndihleli ngasemva kwiLexus ndiyaqhutyelwa ndinontsapho umfazi kaSebe. if you remember, if you can picture, remember uNotsapho was the first lady, so wayehlale back. Yeah, so yeah, that's the story. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes. Ubulisa kanje.
Exactly.
Yes.
So the reason I say bawethu othisha baseQaqamba did a very good job at Qaqamba is that most Qaqamba was a lower primary, so ibiphela ku grade ibiphela ku standard 2.
Standard 2, yes.
Which is grade 4 most ngokune. So then and you know we say a transition as the time of kusuka from apartheid to the new dispensation. So a lot of us kids zaselokishini now besasiya town kuyofundwa town.
Okay.
So but I didn't get isikolo eKing. So my grandmother, who was then a nursing assistant Elento Esand Monti at the TB hospital, she then pushed and got me a space. I even went for interviews at George Randall.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I went...
It's a mangam, like
okay. Yeah, at George Randall Primary, Greenfields, Mount East London. I went to that interview. I did not struggle.
Because of
the foundation as a Qaqamba.
No,
they did an absolutely sterling job.
Kaloku khona noxa usekusibasabile umbuso ngapha kuthiwa makabuye grade wangena
no but I'll tell you ke ngofika ke George Randall Primary usuka lokishini. So I come na ndifika nepene bomvu,
okay,
nepene blue.
Alright.
Ever.
Okay.
Uba kuphathwa izibase case. And akubhala kwa ngepen, kubhalwa ngepencil. Eva, what a shock to the system. I'm like, a pencil yobhala. And kaloku, remember there was no cell phones at that time to phone my grandmother and say, can you please buy me a pencil? So then I'm borrowing, and I'm one of like 3 black kids. I'm not 3 black kids in the whole school, not just
class.
My mom, I don't know. My mom told me not to lend. But yeah, no, it was I was very fortunate as well. My great teacher, Mrs. Bailey, she was just another lady in jail who was very much amazing as well. So I'm fortunate in that regard.
Wow. Mamela, ndiyayiphosa ke bonanje into yoba iCiskei neTranskei isuswe nini lando? Was it
94?
Ndayakahliswa ngala xesha. So njengoba ukukhululeka ngapha makadilizwa yonke into. Because ndiyayilibala lo part into yoba
ngabana xesha remember lika Opaqozo, firstly kwaqala kwakhona there were some small uprisings mane kuba kwitoyi nento. I remember the one time during the Ciskei years there was actually like that's why there was a protest icon.
The massacre kaloku yapha.
Yes, this was now ke before I'm in grade. Then I don't know if when it's standard 1 or Usabina, then I think standard 1. Because the people ran into the primary school. Qaqamba is right close to the taxi rank. Ngapha yi-Philbert Cinema, Qaqamba Primary ngapha. And then ibe taxi rank yase zone 4 eZweli Chamber. So people ran into the primary school. But bebaleka amapolisa. But amapolisa did not stop ukubana angajwili tear gas into our classroom. I'm telling you, into our classroom. Miss Bongo, I remember our class teacher was Miss Bongo. Miss Bongo took that tear gas and threw it out of the classroom window. Waibambi, I can't shoot tear gas. Waibamba, waikhuphe classini. Now she's got all these small kids crying, and she was very brave. Watata, she took us all to the tap. Wosihlamba amehlo.
Hamba Mrs. Bongo,
Miss Bongo. Wosihlamba amehlo. I think she is. She's retired.
Miss Bongo sabulisa man.
Wosihlamba amehlo wasiqaba ivaselina sonke.
Oh,
imagine.
Man.
So it was a very And it was never an easy transition because I remember the time ke ngoku sekubhukuqwe umbuso kwatshiswa ePhakamiso kwatshiswa kwasasinevenkile kwaTororo kwatshiswa kwaTororo kwakuyiloo nto nje. I remember you would need sasithi sihleli nje ebusuku funeka silale phansi kwebhedi because kutsho i-machine gun, not just a normal gun. Yeah, so it was very, very volatile situation. So even nangoko, now imagine transitioning to abelungu. Awuyazi kwa abelungu uya kuba
bazakwamkela nje bazawuthini na.
You know. So it was a xesha lo transition between Siskana.
It means the exactly. So when kahle besinokubona kufilm kaSarafina.
Eva. Imagine.
You hey, no, yazi bangabana into zetoyitoyi nendoni. Ndiyalibala mna ngesisikanye Transkei. Like ingqondo yami iba stuck nje kunto yaseSoweto nento yaseTinarha.
Exactly.
And people bathe go through izinto ngolo.
I remember even the day of the Bisho March, we didn't have school that day, the Bisho Massacre. So people then were marching from a land or a king, you are a Bisho. I specifically, and you could see from, because I was at my grandmother's house at Kinsberg, and you could see the march going up from the king going towards Ipisho. And I remember my dad was at Kinsberg actually, and he came home with one shoe.
Hi.
Because they had been running. Yeah. So it was, those were very different.
Mamela, hey, pick up in the power. Hey, talk when we are clean. Like you're clean.
No.
So, clean and just clean.
Yeah.
I say, Bana, Memo.
Yeah.
Uba Kumbuza about the grouping.
Yeah.
When Ungulo
I think also when things have a certain emotional attachment to them, it's easier for you to remember.
Injalo ke injalo ba khondo yenzekayo yakwenza ufishe ngethile so uzayibamba ingolo hlobo. High school ungena phi?
So George Randall Primary ke then kaloku iGeorge Randall iseMonti. Mamela ke sifika eGeorge Randall ndihlala nomakhulu wami. Umakhulu wami uhlala eSanta at the TB hospital. So it's very interesting, you know. I think that's where my interest of medicine got ticked off, because I was like, it was very interesting to see, because they would administer the medication, because remember at that time, dots, so directly observed treatment, whatever, therapy or service, whereby the patients were admitted in the TB hospital, and the sisters had to see that you had taken your TB medication. Yeah, so they would literally have to make sure we tatile and to prevent izinto ezinjenge TB, MDR TB that we have now, those XDR TBs that we've got now. Those were resources ezazikhona ngoko, you know, and it actually, but so sasihlala eSanta, it would mean that we had to take a taxi from Santa, which was out of town, to get to Greenfields and back. So then, see, it's not a natural thing you're about to go. Then at one stage, we got kicked out of Santa because my grandmother's hospital manager was like, she can't stay with us in the hospital. Then we had to stay. We found a room. Yes.
Oh, man,
we found a room. My sister later joined me the following year.
Okay.
So then we found a room, was it called Copacabana? Okay. But it's an old resort, Copacabana, that was no longer being used. So they had rooms that were letting out. So we stayed in that room. But my dad was like, but my kids are suffering. So then somehow they managed to get us a space at Central Primary. Then so now we moved from George Randall to Central Primary at King, which was closer to
wow. Uchuchile primary.
Education. So Central Primary continued up until grade 7. Then I went to Dale College King.
Dale? Hey, pay Dale ke. Hey, yabona ke zazibuddhist. Kuba ku Dale beku Queens.
Yeah.
Ne? Kuba ku Dale beku Queens. Khona ichomi yam uAnele Mathanzima. I'm not sure why I said Dale now. But yeah.
You might find, because Kalagumna, you remember, I would have been 1997 to 2001.
Oh,
so
okay.
He might have been
earlier.
Maybe.
Earlier, because no anele ng 17 though.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17. Kalumna ng 8. Njengoba ng 18 nje bendimncinci kwiitshomi zami.
Yes.
So iitshomi zami older.
Yeah.
But I can play iba ibimnyama then benento strap red.
Dale.
Okay. Yes. So yayinguye nomnye umfana umbulelo Mpande babedla ngoza. I mean kongo 94 ngoba.
Yeah, exactly.
94, 95. Bephana bona pictures zabo, you know. Is so ndayazi ke bekuthethwa ke ngedale ba hayi yiyo indawo. Yabantu kwelaqala ba imfundo nequality like every parent would want umntana wakhe.
Yeah,
how was it for when ubulala papa?
No. But so mamela ke even that there's a story behind that. Okay, remember at the the Dale, and so you want to be a hostel boy. You want now uzawufuna uphathe ube ngwase hostel unxibe ibhesha. There's that hat, you know, the one that looks like a safari hat, but it's made of softwood.
Yes.
And so you wear that hat and you go to town. So I'm so excited. I'm in grade 8. A lot of my friends from primary were gonna go to Port Rex and East London. So then initially ndandifune uya kwele eMontenham, but then my parents convinced me, "Hi, you're gonna go to a hostel." They even bought me a besha.
Okay.
Now I'm there. I'm thinking I'm gonna go to a hostel, but they knew I'm not gonna go to hostel. Then in a besha,
so you're in ngabo for after school.
Yes, so go to hostel for when you go to town, because you must look presentable.
Yes.
Yeah, and I remember whenever they were crossing the street and they were for example at the zebra crossing, and then you've stopped for them. Then you as a hostel boy, you take off your hat.
Oh wow! Yeah.
I think it's a corner way to. I mean,
discipline.
Yes. No. It has to. There's a certain prestige that we always have to keep when it comes to iskolo, and I think that's the one thing Dale taught me. I mean, from primary school up till high school and up until tertiary even, is that you carry the name of where you were. So in wenza into embi akuzothiwa hayi usamkelo wenza into embi because awuthiwa la mntana sedale. So you carry that prestige, and it's something that I think as people we determine what Dale will be. People will always have the thing that, oh no, there's not as much white people at Dale. But I mean, we can determine what Dale becomes, no matter whether there's white or there's orange or there's green people. But if we carry the same prestige, there's nothing that's going to change about Dale. Yeah.
So it be a rival ye Queens.
Yeah, and Selborne
and Selborne.
Yeah.
Doc, sport ubunjani ku sport? No more wins 100 meters when.
I'm a nerd, no. No, I was terrible. I was terrible. I was like,
abafana basedini naseQueens.
Sports school. Rugby. Oh, that's a guy. Rugby was the pain of. Never mind. No, not at all. But I mean, Dale is a rugby school. You're at a rugby school. There's no way of avoiding rugby.
Oh,
but no, I played hockey and tennis. Yeah.
Hey, udalulingamla. Ufuna tennis wena?
Hayi mntasekhaya une picture yami rugby. No, ebomini funeka uzazi.
Okay.
Balekile uzazi, and I think I was very much a self-aware young person.
All right.
From a very young age.
Uzazi bangabana.
Yeah, no, very much. Like I think my parents I think I was a very difficult child to raise because I probably wanted to parent my parents. I really, yeah. Like, yeah. Like, so I was. Shame.
Mama wayekho ndibalisela ngomnye umfana but basemdala ngoku. So ngunyana wenye ikholi kamama. Xaba ke lo mama uhlala nomntanakhe qha oyanga. So uyahamba ayokonwaba umama yabo. Buyilate ethe vram nje lithi. So xa ingena lithi idle ntwana. Sicela silokhu endlini eli. Police. So silokhu endlini eli. Ubaba kuxakiwe. Imali evuma naye ba mntana.
I was
like,
my parents were strict. Ne? My mom was even more stricter than my dad. Cool, but now, like, I was that child that have to say, you want to. I was that type of child, but for me, it's better to get things in order than. I was that. So for me, so now if we turn a deal, I get a prospectus as a deal, and the prospectus hostels. I want to go to this hostel.
Sure.
I want to, So it was that type of situation. But growing up, going to school at Dale, I must say, as a different, more of a academic type of person, it's a different fit. As growing up with the type of personalities, but I guess as time goes by and as people mature, then you tend to find your fit and you tend to find your people and where you belong. I found that actually people wouldn't respect you because you are performing academically more than you are not performing in the field, then people would afford you their respect because you are. Well, I used to be in the top 10 so I know top 10. It was also always a jostle between who and who, but so with NKO up until matric, but I was never anything like a prefect or I just was a diligent worker, that's all.
Guess the subject, so maths is standard.
Yeah, it's maths, science, maths, science. I did biology, I did art, I did isiXhosa first language, and I did English first language. So kwakhona a very passionate linguistician, I would say. He's not even a Xhosa teacher, Mr. Adam. So Mr. Adam taught us Xhosa, and imagine now we are writing a Xhosa first language from Ufunda Edale. So Xhosa first language from the Dale uqala from grade 8 ufunda phonetic. So that for me, but it was at the time a strategic decision because you had thought, okay, no, it might be easier for you to get a distinction in Xhosa compared to Afrikaans. But in retrospect, actually, either or, because Afrikaans was the second language, so we're not going to be scored at the same grade because Xhosa is actually very difficult. It's a first language, so therefore you've got 5 set of books in matric. You've got 5 set of books in matric, and we've got 5 set of books for English because it's also English first language. It's not English first additional language. So that was quite a big hurdle because there's also poetry in Xhosa, there's poetry in English, there's phonetic in Xhosa, there's writing in English, there's
so utishara wakho eMaths ba
Mr. Nzima.
Wayincedisa kakhulu egudi ne?
Yeah, no, he was very good. Yes, and Ndandi, I did a bit of master maths as well. So just to help get the grades.
outside yaphinda uyenza.
Kaloku anditsho sifune subjects to get. So
At that time, so decided about ufuna medicine.
But I wasn't like, I'm in the top 10, but I'm not like number 1 or number 2. Yeah,
Sure.
So I'm not confident no one's now, whatever. So I was like, I want to do this, but I wasn't sharing it. Yeah, I had just put, but as I say, I was one for my parents. They were very supportive. So I would call the application fee alapa. Okay. Apply and babone ngokufika kweletter about okay, this one is 30, this one's rejected, this one, So a lot of assistance from abazali bami up until kuba ke ndizokwenza medicine at WSU, which is now formerly UNITRA.
Mamela ke ngoku. Ukumetric. Kuyaqhutywa. I-results uzilindile. Ithini ufisha njani?
Hey, no, Filisha, okay, I know I had passed.
Okay.
But the question was how well I had passed. Yeah. Right. And was I going to get the enough points to get into medical school?
So, ubuzicelile zingaphi university bufuna yakho zishimo sosiya?
You, for example, kwakuse for, okay, I had also a bit of a scatter brain because it was either medicine or architecture. So then, because I love design and I love beautiful things. So it was either medicine or architecture. So then I had applied at WSU, I had applied Stellies, I had applied WSU, I had applied Stellenbosch, I had applied Wits. And UCT, I don't think I applied there. So I'd applied for those. So then Wits, I got architecture. Stellies, I didn't get medicine, but I got a bachelor of, what was it called? Molecular biology. That was the second choice. So BSc in molecular biology. So molecular biology, I think they study like biology, but they study like life things, like but at a molecular level. So then you'd branch out whether you do maybe pharmaceuticals, but at the molecular level, or whatever medical thing, but in that level of molecules. So
UNITRA.
Yeah.
UNITRA.
So that's 2002.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was in 2002. Ndiyamthatha ndafika ndaqala ndafika eUNITRA in 2002. My whole family came with. Ekhaya sasine caravel at that time.
Oh wow.
So
hey, right.
Not really. So then everyone sakwela caravel yakhatshwa. So my friends from varsity xana zindibalisa siba sasiqala ubona umuntu
okhatshwe
ngecaravel kube kugcwale kube khona trailer ngasemva. So what had happened is, for umgidi wam, I had asked for izinto that I was going to use for varsity.
Oh.
So a lot of my friends, my mother's friends, and for Chomis Gatata, bandigidela ngezinto that I was going to use.
Hey, akudala organized talk. So chokamna ngomgidi andifuni kwanto andiyazi wena sowuyazi ba please I want is like what?
So like I'd asked for a suitcase. My mother's friend, Mrs. Madinga, she bought me a fridge. Someone bought me a fridge. One of her colleagues, other friends, they bought me a microwave. I was set in varsity cool because like they did, and so that's what the trailer was for.
Siqathile wena wathi dokweni beningekho rich. Siqathile doka. No. Yabona abantu bagida abantu kulohlobo. It means abazali bakho nawo besiyahamandla. Yabona iyavela icaravel. Iyavela umuntu ogidwa ngefridge. Agidwe ngemicrowave. Hey, thina sibethwa ngechef. Oh mntanami nanga amachef set iva yo.
No, yeah. So,
yes. Wow.
So angena ke varsity. I must say, like, I really enjoyed my undergrad. So first year, the funda my NSFAS.
Okay.
Yeah, but so not really rich as you say, but the funda NSFAS. Then I was fortunate towards the end of the year, were converted to a bursary.
Okay.
And then like I got a bursary, then I also got a bursary from the Eastern Cape government. And then that's how I completed my studies.
Yeah. Doc, masiyilungise la part so that umntana obukele azoyi-understand into yoba uyakwazi ungena ngo-NSFAS but xa ungaphakathi ungayanga ebheshini okanye ungayakhe kuloo bheshi ke mhlawumbi bayayifuna manshem ne makaqinise.
No.
So if imarks akho zintle ingaconvertwa into a bursary.
Yes, definitely.
So u-NSFAS mhlawumbi naniba wayekuthiwa 60-40 or something ba enye yi-loan and then enye it, but if upase kakhulu you end up not even paying. So mabayazi abantu bayanga bakukho lo possibility.
It was really I don't consider myself I was super smart, or it was just diligence. Really. And for me, I think varsity was now a matter of reinventing myself and coming out of my shell. Was that like no, like I think I was class rep in varsity in first year.
Okay.
And I was actually just not that I became more popular, but I was a bit more popular than for me. Compared
to a day.
Compared to a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So apha ngokusenguwe so bachaza abantu
so ndim
ngoku kuziwa ezi zinto zibalayo futhi ugcwala erumini yakho.
Not really. Not really. But I was like, I think I was just had the general interest of the whole group in mind.
Okay.
So yeah. So then and getting things organized for us. Yeah, well, so that was my goal. So we our first year was like, but also you didn't want to be my failure because in medicine is a do or die subjects. Actually, we are carrish. There's
blocks.
Yeah, blocks. You fail the whole year. You don't. There's no caring to a carrish is gonna still doing first year subjects in second year. No, you will fail first year. You fail first year. What I can't even remember.
Yeah, hapha ndibavile ukukhabanisa ndingqona ukukhabanisa ndifisha naqala
so kwangekho loo nto yoba you are going to carry, so you wanted to push, but you know laa nto yensitsho uba ye-institutionalization ye-institutions ne-ethos ye-institution njalo njalo. From outside in, people might not see much or think much about WSU from outside, other people. But ethos yasesikolweni was really something else. Like we had people, lecturers from Makerere University in Uganda. We had Cuban lecturers that had come and they were lecturing high school, and it was very strict in terms of Kubana. It's even more, there was a new model of learning, so it's self-directed learning. So you actually have to go and study yourself and then come and be part of the teaching process. The teaching process, you're not just spoon-fed information. You have to go, you'll be given a paper case, you go investigate this paper case, you have to find out what could be causing this patient to be. So it was a way of teaching us to think outside the box, I guess. But it was very much like and exposure to the clinical setting starts off in first year, just even in the clinics, going to see what's going on in the clinics before you then go to your clinical years once you start third year, fourth years, So
hey jonga yazi ndicela uyithetha lento. It took ba man bekwi podcast for me to have your respect for the unit. Kaloku ikhona laa nto doc into yoba lona ngwasemedunze lo ngwase-unit. So you need to be weak, man, for him.
People had that, know, but for now I was very grateful for my training, like
because of I've had about three if not four doctors. It's like your tebelele from a unit, wena unit, Dr. Ngingwan unit. uNansika uzininzi
Yes,
Poppy
yes.
unit. So hey yabona, so there's already 4
Yeah.
abantu behleli apha like and abantu ba-good.
Yeah.
These are people who are brilliant ngokuba
Yeah.
thina ngaphandle sorry, even naku Facebook yagezwa, even ngegqwetha most mhlawumbe igqwetha lase-unit lithi kuwe hayi fondini ndingacela uxolo nje.
The threshold was high, very, very high. And so it's a matter of you don't know. You don't know. You don't know what's going on. Just going on to, I mean, we had a very good dissection hall in second year. Dissecting human bodies, training on them. I promise you.
Jonga kukho abantu uthi ufuna babhalise ke doc ba mina xa ndibhubhile ningandisa pha.
Yeah.
Nisela batheni ke kanye nithatha imizimba yamabhandini
mhlawumbe no.
Abantu bezi hope. Nichuza njani umuntu angqengqe pha.
I think people donated like donate and sign off their bodies, but those bodies are treated with such dignity. So before each uqala kwenu ku dissect uqala, in fact medical school, you have to sign an oath. When you start medical school, you have an oath taking ceremony. Then thereafter in your second year, you still have there's an official ceremony to say now you are actually entering the dissection hall. These are people, they had lives, they have people behind them. And you were not allowed to not a single day when you are after dissecting hall to leave your body uncovered. You had to make sure you clean your body, you cover your body in formalin, and you make sure that your body is covered every day if you're in dissection hall. So bodies on the people came from, sometimes it may be a paupers or it may be, but there's always a process. Unclaimed body, like for so it can be, but it's a long process. It's never just you're gonna become a cadaver yourself. It's a very long process.
So after 6 months?
No, I don't know how long.
Longer?
Yeah, much longer, definitely. And it's a very, what I know, it's not an easy process for someone to become a cadaver.
Tina, NMU, first year law students, kubakho criminal procedure. So funeke niye court.
Yes.
Nizo understand umuntu uqalwa police station yonke la process. But kwapha criminal procedure niya kwenye indawo eniya kuzo you also go a morgue. So saya phasi group ke pha but these students ke asifani nani as a law siyagigitheka zona yabo safika ukwisdom pha manje begigitheka manje and amantombazane malatha intontoni le kabhuti yabo so so I was like lo thuka pha wathi la gqirha into yahlalayo kum ke kula gqirha lo wase wenansika lo
pathology, forensic pathologist.
Yes. Hey, into yahlalayo kum wayithetha pha wathi umuntu xetshile unuka njengengathi kuphekwa ihagu. Hey. Umuntu taste njengebhoka?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, forensic pathology is a very different field, but nathi as students we have to go through that. So we have to go through that, and you can imagine, like, you see a lot of things.
Yeah, no, sir. I'm that traumatized, like I was just njeba. Hey, ugqirha, ininzi nenzekayo man.
Yes.
Like medicine, hey.
Yeah.
So yaqoma lo gqirha ngoku uze ngapha for uzojonga ba lo muntu xa wayesicacisela nje bangabana kaloku xa eze ngohlobo ngumuntu obulewe rongo. So ngoku funeka ukwazi uba inxeba lithi qingaphi. And that funeka ukwazi uba umngakanani.
Yes.
And that inoba like if lo muntu umncinci elinxeba lisemva then you are able to tell ba lo muntu umbuleleyo umhlabe ebaleka.
Yes.
So it works for a court.
Yes. Yeah.
The evidence yoba ngabana No man, but lo mntu umngaka wena but ubuzidefender.
Yeah.
Like lo mntu mncinci now. So it's those things. So I was like hey inde into.
Yes,
Yabona
yeah,
inde into, so I was touched. So ndayibona ke le yalo mizimba leyo.
So that's just, and then that's your undergraduate career in UNITRA, and then I graduated in 2006. I finished 2007. I was doing my internship at
Doc bungangena ngo-2 napa?
2002.
2.
Yeah. So at that
But take
time,
4 years when?
5. So at that time, UNITRA had a 5-year program.
Oh,
Yes.
okay,
So,
okay.
but now most of the schools went back from the 5-year program to 6-year program. You don't get, unless you go to VETS. VETS still has a graduate entry medical program. So you must have done some form of undergrad education. Then they'll do, I think it's a 4-year program. One. So, but most have gone back, even the UNITRA, it's reverted back to the 6-year program. So it was, because it's quite intense to study medicine in 5 years.
Ifreak ke ngophayana is
So I was a nerd.
Still. Yababukile nje.
Not really, but I will, most of the time would be maybe a party in the room or whatever, but I would never understand unit and I'm in your groover down.
Oh, kuthiwa nazo ziyawa eNorth Crest, ziyawa eNtondoni.
Yo, izawuthatha ibhasari. Ndafunda kanti.
Zikhona iitshomi zakho wawunazo phaa?
Yeah.
Naqhuba nonke azange akushiyeke umuntu Shem?
No, hayi Shem akho mntu washiyekayo.
Oh man, ndiyakwazi uyamprotecta man.
Eva. No, hayi akho mntu washiyekayo, no.
No, ne?
Yeah, no. So we moved to I did my internship at Joburg.
Okay.
From Helen Joseph, Rahima Musa Hospital. So Helen Joseph is Auckland Park. It's right next to Rao.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
right next to Rao. And then Rahima Musa, it's in now what used to be called Coronation. So it's in Coronationville, which is a colored area right next to Auckland Park.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is now 2007. So now we are all coming to Nasukem Tata. There are people from Joburg, from Wits, from Pretoria, from Bloemfontein, from Durban, Cape Town. We are all nje. But it was the most beautiful experience.
Not 24?
At that time, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm 24, yeah.
Jeez, that dog.
Yeah. It was really interesting. It's very difficult. Especially as I said, Joburg at the time, you can imagine it was 2007, 2008. HIV epidemic is at its peak. I remember I was, it was almost at its peak, because I think it peaked for a while, for a good 4 or 5 years. Yeah, well, I think this is remember, ARVs were not being rolled out kakuhle.
Okay.
Yeah, programs were not. Remember, even at that time, I think even at Helen Joseph, if not in my second year of internship, a proper HIV clinic. Yeah, well, whereby the people are getting ARVs rolled out, and so then. So ngoko, I started, my first rotation was internal medicine, so ukula kwabantu badala. So then now this is a big hospital in the middle of Joburg. So if your unit, there were 4 units, so that means you're on call every 4. So you're on call in my city, unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4. Friday again is unit 1. So every
20 hours.
So after those 4 days, you're on call again. Your unit is on call again. So Jebabesi on call, we'll split the days. If we are three interns in the unit, we're going to split the day into 3. Because 8 to 3.
Okay.
3 to 9. Then 9 until the following day. 8 to 3. You was 36 patients.
36.
Yeah, keka. Pinde noga 3 to 9 afumane yakhe 36. Pinde emveni koko ka 9 to 12 ke mhlamba afumane 16.
Is this now a public hospital?
Yeah. Afumane 16 patients akhe ke loka 9 to 12. Uzawuthi ke ngoku uyaqonda ba you've got 4 days in which to process these people. because in the 5th day you're on call again, you're gonna get another 36. So you need to do all the bloods, you need to do all the investigations. Ngalamini bafika ngayo, ezinye uzigqibezele the following day. Sasikwazi ukuphangele ungene ilanga lingakhange liphume, uphume lingaphumanga. Still ungakhange ulibone. Yabo. So your day did not end. So it must say you were on call from 8 o'clock until the following day. But 8 o'clock the following day, you have to process the patient, the work of eza patients who's admitted izolo. So I was with ndiyolala. Otherwise uzawuthi xa ubuya the following day kusekho laa msebenzi wayizolo. Kanti the following day funeka kube kudilishana nee-results neplan uba lo uzawuthini na, lo uyadischargewa ngoku ubhetere, lo uya kwi-step down facility, because in 2 days time niqala abanye abayi-36.
Ndiyajiseka amadoko ndifake ekoneni. Ndifake ekoneni kancinci. Ithini doc into yoba useJoburg and then isibhedlele sigcwele njalo si-public hospital nento yabantu abazi-foreigners? Like le ngxaki kuthethwa ngayo ngoku. So ngoku for uba ndikulungiselele nawe ndikunike ichance yokucinga doc impendulo e-right. Impendulo e-right. So ngoku ingxaki kuthiwa if kugcwele abantu baseZimbabwe, kugcwele abantu baseNigeria, kugcwele abantu baseMozambique, into igama lesibhedlele Helen Joseph ngoku ne uvovo ongana medical aid bemele buphayana uyaya for bazofumana services. Ngoku sifika siba 36.
Yeah.
Ngoku manje number 36.
Yes.
But now if i-20 yizim Mozambique ntoni, did you have lo challenge njalo pha?
Well, anditsho uvovo thina xa sikunceda andiye ndithi uba nguvovo usuka usukele eSuthu. Kum nguvovo.
Sure.
Yabo.
Okay.
And as a health practitioner andinalo andinoze ndithi ndikutrita kuba unguvovo osuke ePhakamisa. Neka ndikutrite novovo osukele eSuthu novovo osuka ePhakamisa.
Waphansi kwa politics ne?
Ngoba
Pepe kamandla.
So injalo.
But kodwa ndiyayi-understand abantu bakhalaza ngayo, because for me ekuqaleni I was like hamana bandiphazamisa ingalo.
Yes.
Then when ndimane ndimamela ngiqomba hey kodwa naleni part yoba umuntu ngokwalapha angangancedakali, you know, because of kukho abantu abaninzi, yabo kuthiwa nabanye thazive umuntu uba uyalunywa esezim ukhwele ebhasini azobelekela this side and yabo. So ininzi i-complicated but ke andiyihoyanga kakhulu but ndiyayibona iyas-affecta somehow. Ngoku ingqondo njengoba uthetha sendicinga abantu bangaka kuseJoburg and the chances are kugcwele nabantu bazi-foreigners. Ingangi-politicians, ingangabantu bathile basincede sincedakale sibe right, andazi how but ingangikube right
in a fair process again.
Yes. Okanye kulunge ezakhantri mhlawumbi le energy abantu bayisebenzisa for ulungisa iindawo zabo, siyabona nathi uya kuzo nathi siyafuna utravelisha, siyabona ufika phaa sifike sithwe kakuhle, you know, sibone other places. Uyapractice usemtsha ulapha izinto ziyangena wena ayingenanga into yoba ngabana ungugqirha omtsha ufuna i-GTI?
Yo. I know I did fall into that trap.
Oh, okay. So what was your first car?
My first car was a Polo. It was a Polo 1.6.
Okay.
But it wasn't a GTI.
Oh.
Yeah, we were not earning very high salaries at that time.
Okay.
So it was a Polo still. But I mean, it was still a bad financial decision. When I looked back at it, like, that 50% of my salary. When you combine with the insurance and everything, that 50% of my salary, it was a hospital premises. Hospital premises, and I mean, I think we're paying like 800 rands rent at that time. In Joburg. I think I was staying in a bachelor, but when you think about it now, as the older some girl, you say, you could have actually just. So mamela ke, so my mom said to me, okay, hayi man Samkelo, kutheni ungasikuthenge noba igolf nje? Yabo kutheni ungathengi igolf?
Okay.
Ndithi mamela ke, my answer to mama. Mama, igolf la blue umbona ngaphandle, umbona ngaphakathi. I think she didn't have an answer for me after that, because if you know what's the interior door, City Golf, it's got the same color. If it's black inside, if it's black outside, it's black inside. It's only the small panel, upholstery. Yeah, bro.
Hayi ndiyayibona ke so ilife yakho uzova kamandi nini?
So wait, you know, even from internship days, I won't lie. You know, I think medicine is a very different career. It's different in that while you start off in a higher position than a lot of the members of society, but a lot of that money is overtime. So if you were to take away a doctor's overtime, if a doctor were to break a leg, a lot of his income goes away, especially in the state sector. So, but still, with that being said, you do start off in a higher thing. So it was even from internship days, it was more comfortable, but it was not. You could see that, especially at that time, was 2008 recession. There was a recession in the whole world, and our salaries were the same. That's when now the strikes were starting in 2009. The salaries were stagnant, but the economy had not. So that's when the protests. I think 2009 I was in Mount Frey doing my ComServe. So that's what from the glitz of Joburg and I Mount Frey to do my community service. So doing my community service was a conscious decision to do my community service in Mount Frey. Firstly, get what called rural allowance, number one. Number two, but also you will see, we'll say, abelung bathanda yintoni bafunusa kwezilali. Yebo. Nami ndifuna ubona ba yintoni lento ibasa kwezilali, you know, kutheni befuna ukuya kwilali zethu as community service doctors. So I kept Mount Frey because then I found because otherwise angazolala. So abantu bakwaziyo uba hayi ndilapha eGrey ngicela uzonginceda yabo. Yeah, so but Mount Frey, no one knew me, so it was a nice, but I must say even there it's a very beautiful experience to serve people among Yenanto, to serve and to make an impact in Jembupha yourself, you know. You're a very beautiful one. That's one of the reasons I chose it as well. Because it was newly built, it's next to the freeway. They did have an older one inside town. With wooden floors and stuff. But this one was newly built in a beautiful doctor's quarters. And I mean, if I closed my door, I could be in a flat, in an apartment in Joburg or in Sandton. So that was a big plus for me. But the resources, obviously, you would fight for them still, even because you've got this beautiful building, but you're fighting for resources inside the hospital. So, yeah. So Mount Frey was, it was a nice learning experience, but that's where my love for pediatrics actually really came from. Okay. So I had enjoyed pediatrics as an intern, but even as a UNITRA, we had a very good pediatric department. So there's a lot of learning that when they got economy prof was head of department, even as a UNITRA Prof Tindi, had a bit of an edge. Like, okay. But he's no longer there. So they had a lot of them. Sometimes you might find some other people who from the school in Bati, like because a lot of them lecturers had come down to the former Transkei and lectured the UNITRA from Makerere University. But the unique thing about Makerere University I think it's in Uganda, is that it actually was an outpost for either Cambridge or Oxford, one of the
wow.
two.
Okay.
So bona, they had ezangqondo as England. Yabo? Like Prof would come to the rounds, to the rounds, or every day we'd have a morning meeting and he'd come to the rounds of Prof with a bow tie.
Oh wow.
And yazi loo nto ingathi yisafari.
Yes.
La bhatyi le brown ingathi yisafari inezinto zakhe. Good morning meeting and uzawuqala ke ngoku uyangcancazela ke ngoku ufuna ubuza imibuzo bona bengaloo mlenze ke ngoku usuke Gideon ke ngoku uthani iye. So the pediatrics nje they sold themselves. So now to get back to Mount Frere again, it's in 2009. HIV was still not under control.
Oh.
So in 2009, I remember I was in charge of the female medical ward, and now I'm coming from Joburg, and we had even internal medicine, we had Prof. Veriava, and Prof. Veriava would be like, Sam, no one dies from HIV. No one dies from HIV. You have to find a cause why this patient is dying. So if this patient is coming with renal failure, we would dialyze you, not hemodialysis because they don't qualify, like through the blood, but the one that's done through your stomach with the fluid, and I'm sure ukuba nabanye abantu benza ngolo hlobo. Would dialyze you, offer that dialysis. Or if you come in with a low count, we have to find, because like, why is it low? Start you on treatment or if you've got TB, we have to find what's going on with you. You cannot die from HIV. So it put nje something else. Now you get to Mount Frere, to Matsikani Zulu. We take bloods. It can take 3 days for you to get results and know what's going on with the patient. It can take 3 days. It can take you are in charge of this ward. Sometimes you don't have glucose sticks. So it really was demotivating because. And also at the time as well, people would come. This thing was Mount Frere is not far from Durban. So people would come from Durban, get off the bus as a esibhedlela in a city for count katu, just to ezazibana uzophupa.
Yakotuka ngoku.
Yeah. So it was a very difficult time. That time when I was in that ward, I was like, oh.
So yakwazi umuntu recover from glass city for
this
count.
Not all the time galoko. Remember, this is a district. No, you can now easily. But it's more difficult. And it was I remember this one time when the dance OPD. I tell mama kum, Doc, ndifonele umyena ndifonele ngosibhalibha makeup. Bathi mandizomthatha ngeli xesha eseyi-500. So we 500 ngoku because it's a bus ticket to go from Cape Town to Mount Frere. But ukusweleka kwakhe uzaba yi-7,000. So you can imagine it was a very difficult time. So then so I was like, then I moved to the pediatric ward. So there. No, it was an outpatient, luckily.
Okay.
Why? But I don't know whether or not I ended up admitting him or not. I can't remember.
Hey,
but
honest.
Yeah, no, very much so. Very much so. So then I got in charge of the pediatric ward, and that's where my love for pediatrics really came, because I could see what I was doing. Akho nto ibuhlungu ngathi kunyanga umuntu ube ungayiboni lento uyenzayo, ungaboni mahluko menzayo ebomini bakhe, yabo. Apha I could see what I was doing. I could really, really appreciate what I was doing. Yeah, like it was because umntana xa ingekho right uzambona. It's the same side, same thing being said. Now, when the child is better, uzambona as well. So here you are dealing with children with pneumonia, children with burns, and you'd make do with whatever you had, you know. But the one thing I'll give the staff, there's nowhere where you were treated as a doctor and respected as a doctor as in that hospital when I compared to my time as an intern in Joburg, you know. There, it was my first time when I come to do a round. My sister will come around. They'd come with a trolley because we're going to do the round. They've come the staff with the drips so that we do the drips during the ward round. They'll come with the stuff for the bloods, everything. Like, they take care of you. They make sure that...
Uthi nge-CPS?
Kwapha eMatsikane, Mount Frey.
Oh, kalobe ngubani ngoMount Frey. Matsikane ba sesimuvile. Oh, igama laso.
Matsikane kaZulu, yeah. So it was totally like, even like if the casualty is not busy, go to hi doc, no, go rest. We'll call you if the patients come.
Man.
You know.
So
that was very interesting. Yeah, and then so now, but still, at the end of community service, I'm still stuck in between. Should I do adult medicine? Should I do internal medicine? Should I do pediatrics? Because this standards are too. Okay. Then I went and did an interview at Durban for adult medicine. Because to the professors, if you say you were in Mount Frey, you were working on your own interview, already you are sold, because it shows as someone who's got prerogative, someone who's got initiative, because as to specialize now, because now I'm looking for a post to specialize. So now if you say you did that, people see you as someone who's can think independently, you know. So it was already a plus before you even open your mouth, the fact that you were there. So I did that interview in Durban. I did that interview in East London for Peds. Then I did an interview in Joburg. So I got all three posts, and now I had to decide where I wanted to go. And my decision was literally last minute to decide I'm going to East London. And imagine, and they were already waiting for me in Joburg. I had declined the post in Durban, but they had been waiting for me in Joburg. But I think everything we do has a reason for it, because in 2010, then I started my specialization. So as a medical officer for the first 6 months, because there was no specialization posts, then I started the REG program in July of 2010.
World Cup when I talk ngapha.
Yeva.
Mamela,
yeke bana and specialize, and then at the time I'm doing a diploma in child health. Just for that year. Just for that year, whilst I'm looking for that post, we're doing a diploma in child health. So this qualification, some people was a general practitioner, but others they've got special interest in children, just with that diploma. But for me, it was just a bridge to get to, because then your application for a registrar post speaks more if you've got a diploma in child health. So I did that that year, and it was good way to end. First year, so, but in the end, specializing in East London worked for me, because I think in 2011, then my mom first started falling ill. I remember it was like 6 days after it was it 5 days after my birthday. My birthday is on the 6th of April. She was admitted on the 11th of April, 2011. And that's when she started falling ill. But it was a blessing in disguise in a way, because then I was able to walk the whole journey with her.
Wow.
Specialized. So what I did, I think it was just a survival mechanism as well, just to compartmentalize my life. If from the Jongenga like, if you're gonna think you're gonna get my attention to do something else, or yes, groove and naturism, go out, but I had my time. If I had said, this is now my time to study, because so 2010 was the diploma in child health. I got that. 2011, my primaries. So when you're specializing, you write your primaries, which is like the basic theory, and then you write your final exam. Yeah. So, so 2011, I did my primaries. I got my primaries for pediatrics, which was very exciting for me. But our qualification game for your primaries, it's just to say, go part one where exam work. Yeah, well, then 2012 was fine. 2013, then I then went to Cape Town to rotate because there were some things that were not within the complex here, say East London. Because when you specialize in East London, you specialize at Cecilia and you specialize at Frey. But there are certain subspecialties that are not in East London that you are going to get examined on still, though, because you can't be an East London pediatrician. You need to be a South African pediatrician.
Or even Elizabeth.
Yeah, so then I went to Red Cross and spent time there. So WSU at the time had a program where they actually would pay your accommodation for you at that time. So now this is now for a post-grad career. So when they say I'm in Cape Town, I'm at Red Cross. So as the people of color got Red Cross, but but they're not abangobalapha eMzantsi. So you had that thing by, hey, I must give 200% here. Because firstly, I'm coming at a senior level, someone who's almost close to writing. Not only that, but also I'm not from here. Now I'm in this level. So, but I must say that, I didn't have, initially it was difficult just to adjust, but it was good. Very, very good. I think anyway, Pofu, it can be how you make of it how you receive the situation.
So if you look kahle doc, bethile wayithi medicine wagrand emveni kwayo wanomdla wabantwana besaqhuba ngabantwana.
Yes.
Sisa specialize koyoqala asikayi kwesibini.
Yeah, so now then so then I qualify as a pediatrician in 2013, the grade I was telling you about. But then still the requirements for the college to register you, they need you to have completed 48 months in a training post. So it's a four-year degree, sort of master's level program. So now it's even now got an additional from 2011 onwards. There was an additional requirement for registration of an MEd. So as a specialist, you can't register without an MEd. In that, if you remember. Yeah, so you need an MEd for you to be registered as a specialist now in South Africa. So at that time, then I completed the time. I worked as a pediatrician in Cecilia. It was a great time for me, but to now, I'm qualified.
Wow.
I actually forget. In 2012, after the primaries, I did a diploma in HIV medicine, but that was that was just, I think, because Sasfunda, I think the people who are specializing in Sasfunda sonke were just constantly and siya computer
thina asinayo ne10 siyabe but bayongeza emva kwezinye.
But I think you know what they say show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. So
all right.
Yeah, so
andiyayibona le nto ndithomene nawe
doc. So it was that. So then I specialized in Monty. Monty, Makiwane, specialized khona, bought my first house. I was very excited.
Oh wow.
It was in 2014, 2015. So it was yeah, so that was it. So I actually never thought I could even get a house in Beacon Bay. I was like, oh my word. But I don't think, and I want to. I'm very much like what you very much you know what you want in life.
Yes.
So I have the same mentality, but I never thought, okay, would I be able to get a house in Beacon Bay? And Beacon Bay. Yeah, well, rich. Because ukhule ufunde Greenfields, but ayenza hlala esane rich. But now you're adult ufuna indle Beacon Bay, but I think what you put out is the universe, God listens. And I got this house. It was a fixer upper. And then it was my next project, that fixing up that house, and it is what it is today, but it's still there. So then
talking ngenye izindlu ngoku.
That's just don't put me on the spot. So so then so then ke ngoku phaya wethu, even within the training, there was no cardiology service in PE, a cardiologist in East London. Yeah,
for abantu abasiloke dog, cardiologist ngumuntu owenza ntoni?
So a cardiologist was someone or specialize ke ngoku ngenhliziyo. So now nandi specialize inhliziyo
zabantwana.
Yeah.
Wena le bekuthethwa ngayo pha epadini ba amathuba amancinci kadwa.
So I'm the pediatric cardiologist. So I studied. I'm a pediatrician who then went to study further children's hearts.
Yo.
So there was but we had pediatricians as well that had interest in cardiology. So they could do heart scans and diagnose and manage what they could medically, then refer to the super speciality service. So fortunately, Tina gogo sesqualified bese khona Prof Pepeta Pepai.
Okay.
Even though I had been exposed to cardiology from Cape Town, from Red Cross, East London used to work a lot with the Red Cross.
Okay.
But in PE, Prof Pepeta was here. So I was like, then I want to see, because like why the reason I said this, there was 2 doctors in East London. It was Dr. Levy at Frere and Dr. Hosen at Cecilia, who could do abakwazi wenze heart scans and abakwazi manage a cardiac clinic. So Dr. Hosen ngokuba isemdala, but she's still working even today. But the system yamkhaba uPesal, because I think after 65 uPesal yakukhaba. Yeah. So ngoku, but because she had such a scarce skill, they had to write, I think you write to the province to allow, for the system to allow you to continue on a contractual basis. So she had to go through that. In order.
Still, but
no, she's a scarce skill. Also scarce skill. So Namdan Futbas is a scarce skill.
Oh wow.
So
yes.
So that was the whole point of it. If you can make yourself indispensable, then why not? But the whole aim was to come to PE to East London after this, but things happened. The events happened. So it was with that pediatric cardiology that I did. With that, I then had an interest in pediatric cardiology. I came here in 2016, and I spoke to Prof Pepeta. I wanted to rotate and see so I spent 6 weeks just to learn to do heart scans. And then after that, I went back to East London. But I think in Mondomos, iyafana ne-good strain. So, ukubana aishukum, it takes a long time. But my pinde So I was like, hey, I want to learn this. I want to. And in Gokundi stagnant. What I used to do, even as a Cecilia, I ran the chronic stay ward, but even in the chronic stay ward, sometimes people would go and without a diagnosis, so then I'll take those children on, bring them for follow-up and follow them up. But what's wrong with this child? Do follow up the investigations, take the file and make sure that following up this child so that we can get to exactly. So that was my way of just tickling my mind. So then, so now I was like, this is now becoming stagnant. So then I then did cardiology in that way. Like it was, and of course, who was the best salesman, who was the best person, who was the best example. Professor Lungile Pepeta was that example level. He was the perfect example if you wanted to see what a cardiologist is going to look like. Was Professor Lungile Pepeta. So, and what ungaba yintoni ebomini ubuyibona kulungile. So basically besimbona ulungile uqomba nami ndizaba njengolungile. So moved here 2017, did an interview again for the Post. They put me through such a kwakhona Prof Mabenge in that interview. I remember and the Prof Novete, I'm like, oh gosh, guys. But I had asked for this, now I have to go through. It wasn't the most stringent interview ever, but it went well in the end. And you was okay, so why do you want to do this? What is the what is your research project going to be, your research topic that you're going to create for you whilst you are, remember, and these are appropriate questions. This is now super speciality level. This is, and cardiology, unlike other specialities, is actually 3 years. It's not 2, unlike other subspecialties. Yeah, so it's 3 years, and that 3 years is necessary. There's a lot of work involved. So, siyaqala apha ke, and I did the training. Prof at the time had trained with Dr. Adele Grayling, who was the first one to qualify, and she was not there when I was starting. She was now in Belgium doing another super specialty in electrophysiology. So electrophysiology, what is it? It's a study of the electrical pathways of the heart. Yeah, so she was doing that in Belgium. A trainer up at now had qualified as a pediatric cardiologist, and she was now in Belgium. On the line when I got here was Dr. Ngale was training, and now
with Andil.
He was training at that time in 2017, so preparing for his exams, final exams, and then Prof Makakleni, Dr. Makakleni was now Prof Makakleni in Tata. He was also training. So it was the 4 of us, and I was the most junior. Very beautiful department, very well. It's tough, very tough, but very well-run department. And remember, up in South Africa, when you are training as a cardiologist, you are not, compared to the European countries and some of the American countries, you are trained in all aspects of cardiology. So you trained a clinical cardiology, so to seeing the patients, examining the patients, making the diagnosis. You are trained in echocardiography and imaging, so you have to diagnose the condition using the ultrasound and echo, which is the ultrasound of the heart. That's imaging. And then you are trained also in cardiac catheterization, so so for cardiologists, we don't make operations, but we go through the groin, and then we use big cameras, big X-rays in cath lab. So Quindownati theater, we use big X-rays and we look inside the heart. So if it's a lesion that we're not going to cure ourselves in cath lab, then we gather all the information so that when the surgeon is going to theater, he doesn't get, it's like this inside. He knows exactly what he's going to do inside that child's heart. So if we are not going to deal with it, so there's certain conditions that we can manage without opening the child's heart, certain holes that we can close without opening the child's heart. So we train, so that's why the training is 3 years. So it's quite intense.
So Mamela doc, ngiyakwazi ufaka la watch.
So there's so there's abantu tend to there's a misconception actually. So people will see someone who's had a valve replacement. A valve replacement,
okay.
And those are the leaflets of the valve doing this.
Oh, okay.
And then umdu acimfamba, that's a pacemaker. A pacemaker goes into the heart muscle, and it's carrying small electrical cables that go into the heart muscle. So your heart naturally has got its own electrical system. But if for some reason there's not proper, that system is not working well, the pacemaker does what the name says. It then regulates the pace of the heart. So sometimes heart block by the top of the heart and the bottom of the heart aren't talking together. then the pacemaker comes and takes over the condition of the role of that natural pacemaker of the heart. And then ihlale ke ngoku phansi kweskin.
Wena wenza izinto Doc?
Not as much thina for ngabantu abadala benza i-pacemakers.
Abantwana
Abantwana thina. But children do come with heart block. But a pacemaker, remember, inkulu i-pacemaker in relation with the body of the child. So then it's done in theater underneath on the abdomen. Ithutyeleziswa by the surgeon intambo ziyofika enhliziyweni yomntana. Another reason
ayizihlala pha enhliziyweni yomntana.
Enye isizathu, remember, ubaba uyakhula. So kuba kwintambo ende njengokuba ekhula nje laa ntambo inde ifakiweyo iyayinwabuluka ikhula naye until whereby afike stage ke ngoku whereby it's an adult where they can remove the box and put a new box coming through here.
Yo, ayinto yenhliziyo. Ike phofu wena ubudishana nabantwana wena sizuya kwabatata kuthiwa utata wabanjwa inhliziyo.
So le yami field it's very different because abantu they don't know about it. Kwa abantu don't know ba umntana ukhen banengxaki enhliziyo. Like it's a very
asifuna ukusupporta
but
lokho khona kulapho zinoba ansabawuli muveza
zatsho ichomi zami uqala kwami uvula i-practice yami zathi no Chomi we'll support you but not with my child. Did you know? No, so but it's a very common condition. So out of every 100 children born, one is going to have a congenital heart disease.
Abaninzi abantwana ngalokho.
Yeah, so baninzi kakhulu.
Awunanga kune-business Doc.
Baninzi kakhulu. And there's more awareness ngoku, so people are making more the diagnosis and more the suspicions. So, and of course, it's natural. If you are there, people will start looking more for the problems. And it helps because a problem up in South Africa and mostly in Africa is that the diagnosis of congenital heart disease, which is the diseases that we deal with, congenital, congenital, what does it mean? It means born within. You are born with it. It's not something that you've acquired as opposed to most adults. They get acquired heart disease. So in congenital heart disease, it's something that you're born with. So the problem in South Africa with congenital heart disease and in Africa is mostly often diagnosed late.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lesion, for example, some very common lesions where children present blue because they don't get enough oxygen in their body, may be diagnosed, maybe surgically corrected at 6 months in America. But here, a child will present at 3 years, 6 years, because of the late presentation. Sometimes, so ubluka kade hayi banje kokwabo zinyekeza kokwabo ibe ade omnye athi xa ediniwe achophe ukuthi umane senza lento ibe kanti indlela yokubonakalisa uba hayi ndiba nengxaki xa ndi-understrain.
hayi phofu ndikhe ndibukela ii-series ke Doc ndimninzi pha kwi-series bukela Amsterdam nobani not the good doctor wabone phaa senza into umntana athi asokola unyuka izitezi abuze ugqirha uba uhlale njani lo mntana uthi uthi no makazi mina tshekisha uba kaloku xa injena into ethile bamthi hey.
So my field is also very much referral dependent. It's not akho mzali uzawuthi hayi mntana wena unenhliziyo wena ndiyakubona
uxhomekeke nakwi-GPs ziphi
or the sisters akho mntu uzawuthi hayi wena uvuyo nenhliziyo ndiyakubona uphethe inhliziyo nekuye kuDr Giana wena unenhliziyo. So ayihambi kanjalo nyani. So I could never go and say I'm going to set up shop kwaZakhele. Akho mntu uzawuthi no unenhliziyo.
Weske umivuyo xa nxixile phaa mna ndiyambamba nenhliziyo imame bayenza nto anani bamamele ntoni mamele nje qha thembanga nenhliziyo lentwana.
So but it's a very growing, like very now like good field in that people are making more than diagnosis. People know about it, and it's events and platforms like this that people learn about children.
So doc, abasedora ke ngoku abase Livingston bazawufikelela kuwe?
Yeah, because there's facilities there. Remember, that's where we trained. We trained cardiology at Dora. So all the cardiac clinics are there. All the children who've got heart problems, they come to Dora, and then only when we are going to do the heart surgery do they get transferred to P Provincial, or if we're going to do the cath, because the cath lab is there at P Provincial. So that's when we do. So what do we do in cath lab? In cath lab, we can make diagnosis, to assist us to help make that diagnosis, or to check for complications that come with the diagnosis that we've already made. Like, for example, if a child's got a huge hole in the heart and the pressures, because now the blood has been going straight from the high pressure left side and going to the right side and straight to the lungs. The pressure in the lungs is high. We can make that diagnosis so that we know when we are managing this child surgically, we must look out for this. Or if there's a certain hole that this hole is a certain size, we can close this hole. And we can close it with devices that go through the groin, that come in small catheters. But as devices zethu sifike phaa kulaa nqina sizivule zivuleke zibambelele kulaa nqina ziwuvale.
Xa usithi ngabantwana, doc, from what age to what age?
Can be from birth, literally from birth. I mean, I've done a procedure. Child was born at 8, 1 o'clock we're in cath lab. Why is it from SSS? I'm
a technology.
So it can be done like that. Or even then, there are adults that can be missed. Aphoswe azothi umuntu mhlambi amane ehlutshwa zii-migraines abe kungona okanye mhlambi umuntu afumane stroke, maybe abe ne-light stroke, and then as one of the workups then they have to look for a hole because kuyakwazi usuka ihlwili from the low pressure left side apho igazi licothayo lithi through that hole and goes to the left side, and the place that is going to go to first on the left side where a lot of the blood is going is the brain.
So nina ke ngoku inhliziyo le kufuneka sinisebenzisane ne-neurologist.
Where they adult cardiologists, and so but then also you find that there's a lot of patients as well who were diagnosed as children and now are adults, which we call grown-up congenital, which we also have to help co-manage.
Hayi wachuza manje.
Yeah.
But kodwa yazi enye into noyitsho bangamana njengoba ndichomene nogqirha abaninzi. Yani kuba nzima life yeni mani busy.
Wethu kuba busy, it's difficult
man from ekuseni until ngo-11.
Yeah.
Like niyenza nakhona iphinde ekuseni.
Kwathina ufika apha. It's taken us so long. It's taken us so long.
Because of busy.
No, it's really go busy.
But uvaka mandi into bangamana.
Kakhulu. Ubona umandi uvuyelwa ukuncimela umntana uqoma ubona ba hayi unguye ngoku.
Ne?
Unguye ngoku, then you know ba ke you've done your part.
And ke lokubona ngabe ngazukwazi uthetha but ke ngofuna uzakwazi ubona ezithile.
Yes, so that's part of your training to make the diagnosis. Ba you are supposed to know umntana akazofika axelela ba hayi ndinomncunya enhliziyeni ngoku.
Xa wena uzakwazi ubona ba angento ethile angathi
from the history. Yabo uzaxelela ba umama wakhe xa engubaba axelela ba xa engubaba ba hayi uyabona lo mntana amqhwa xa encanca uyabila bilibuzi. Yabo andithethi ukubila mina kuba kushushu but ukuba encanca it's an exercise for him ukuncanca aphinda aphefumule abilibuzi. Yabo axelela ba hey lo mntana okanye iweight yakhe ihleli indawo ninye ayinyuki. Yabo okanye axelela bana lo mntana gqirha asiyazi lo mntana siquqa kogqirha qho hlele nesifuba hleli nesifuba why ehleli nesifuba la mngxunya ubangela igazi libe linintsi eliye eziphungeni so kwasantsholongwana ikhogo layo ifika kumnandi
yo
linintsi igazi
so abantu kufuneka babe observant ba umntana wenza
zezo zinto umzali
azijonga umntana
and then the older ones will come bana hey lona na 10 but lona 10 uyashiywa ngobrother wakho na 6 yabo or you find that by hey lona unqinile no una 6 lo kodwa umkhulu kunalo una 10 yabo because yena energy yakho uyisebenzisela ukuphefumula akanayo energy yoyisebenzisa to grow
yo
okanye ahlale ke xa inomsindo abe blue umbona binyeke zakhe ze blue okanye umnye
abajonga abantu nadoka
okanye adathi umbona obhonsana abo ingathi ngamagqudu okanye ingathi zizitoki yabo sekambile
oh yes anazi benixele iteam yami ndibona omnye ubhuti pha imino yakhe i1010 so ndithi i-condition ke ngabantu yabo manje close
uyazama MDCHB
abandiphe abandiphe
Bachelor of Medicine Bachelor of Surgery
abaninzi lona asimnike lento
Eva so no but it's a very rewarding field man but it's a field that we need to really raise awareness for because another problem we have within the field itself is that asinabo ogqirha botyando bentliziyo zabantwana. We don't have a lot of peds cardiothoracic surgeons in South Africa. Yabo. We've got cardiothoracic surgeons abasika abantu abadala but not aba specific for intliziyo zabantwana.
Jonga doc. Lento yokusika ayifana ngoku esasidla ngokwenza intaka man.
No, it's very different because kaloku ngumuntu lo funeke yazi ba xa sithetha ngeanatomy ngokumila ukumila kwenhliziyo yalo mntana imile njani abanye abantwana bayakwazi ukuzalwa ubana sometimes for example up at PE we do a lot of things, a lot of cardiac operations, most of the heart operations we do, but the only ones we don't do and we refer to Red Cross is if the two big blood vessels are twisted around. So eline oxygen khongozela indawo engena oxygen ena oxygen khongozela engena oxygen yabo so akho gazi li right lihambayo okanye xa instead of baba nemithambo emibini umuntu abe nomthambo omkhulu oyi1 those we send there because also of the ICU care we don't have the ICU care for such on this side of the country. But with that being said, we are very fortunate that we are one of the centers in PE, both public and private, that can offer heart surgery in children. Because we've got the same surgeon who does state and does private. Yeah. And then Cape Town is the next place. Yeah. Okay, so it's PE, Cape Town, Bloemfontein, Durban, Pretoria, and what else? Who else am I missing? Yeah, that's it.
Wow. Hey, andikwazi ungayibuzi ke manje pause ngokukhumntana bukele ke ngodo ufuna ukwazi imali so kuthiwa ke ngoku hayi ke imali ke hayi ke imali akho ngxaki ke apha hayi iza but uzaba peace
yeah akukho i-reward evesikithi
so bazawusebenza
and even nalapha xa ubona mna you are seeing the end product, you're not seeing ezamini ndaniphunga ikofu emnyama
alright
ndingalali yabo you're not seeing those
the end product ingavele nje transfer ngokuno50
no not really but you're not seeing so there's hard work involved in
everything. Indlela ebalise ngayo ngoku nomuntu ongakwaziyo like indlela le journey bizleyo like from a unit yabona wabetha uthi Joes from Joes if bangamana mina okwendikhuza indlela ofunde ngayo ofunde ngayo anokuthi ukubana ngokufuna uphinda specialize phezulu specialize ungaka
no
didiyoko
ndi writing on the brand
niba ngaphi ngokabantu abazi cardiologists for peds like in the Eastern Cape ngoku
so up at PE siba 2 then we just trained another lady now, so she's waiting for her results. So she's going to be the third one once she qualifies. So we're just waiting in anticipation.
Oh, man.
But she's gonna get there. And then there's 2 also in Mthatha.
So ibona xa isiscarce ngohlobo khomona. Akho nto banifuna umthakatha ne. Ngombe asiphazamisa. Niyavuya into bangabana sibambalwa here come up.
There's no one in the Northwest, for example. No one in the whole province of the Northwest.
What is the Northwest?
Am I saying Northwest? Northern Cape. There's someone in the Northwest. There's one in the Northwest. There's no one in the Northern Cape. And one just joined Mpumalanga. The bekade ngekho.
Sithetha hey jonga into yenzileyo doc sithetha ngecountry. La xa ubala wena ubalwa kwi-60 million into bangabana hayi ke uSam apha eSouth Africa siyabala bayi-10.
I think Nova's song about 60 as a cardiologist, pediatric cardiologist, 60 or 50 at the most.
In South Africa?
Yeah.
Thiza ukudemand.
Yeah, so sibambalwa. But yeah, but we are training.
Yes, so nokwazi noxoka ne. Mhlawumbe ngusho. Baziwa ba. Bakita zihamba.
Siyazana futhi.
Siyazana. Upapa, makazi upapa. Isapapa. Dimbambe nje upapa.
Siyazana.
Dithiye lo.
Into manje ngalonto into ba if kukho umuntu wase Eastern Cape othi gqi eBara bayakwazi ukufonela but hey kukho le patient nje nanje. And then I'll go give them the details. Oh, this is what happened.
Oh man.
So that's the beauty of it.
Bakuyaziwana bazambukela xa isithi nakhe ndimugqirha mna wenhliziyo for abantwana.
Yeah.
Ndimlowo.
Yeah, siyazana kakhulu.
Did I was in Northern Cape?
Yeah.
As a big as a Northern Cape. I'm the first on par. Wow.
You know, like, so as I was saying, but the Tina Sibambalwa, but as I'm going to see Sibambalwa as Ababa, but benza operations. There's very few. I think I'm counting about by 8 or by 8. No, it's another route now. You don't just become a cardiothoracic surgeon yabantwana. So for a cardiothoracic surgery, you train as a doctor, so that's 6 years plus the 2 years of internship, a year of community service, and then it's 4 years to specialize as a cardiothoracic surgeon. Maybe some people don't get into the post immediately. You may spend maybe 2 years in surgery as a medical officer, then honing your surgical skills before you do cardiothoracic surgery. And then still, it depends on where you are. Some people you can offer some training for pediatric in Cape Town and in Bloem maybe. But then most people, like for example, Dr. Susanka here in PE, he trained his pediatric cardiothoracic surgery in Australia.
So
it was another 2 years on top of the 4 years that he spent.
When somebody on a shortcut
No,
level ba wena
modules of credit no. Because remember now this is different. This is scalpels. This is
yabona phayana xa ndibukele the good doctor athi ndondon then azelo amnike nje.
And this is now open heart. This is open heart. So open heart, the child that the heart is on bypass, they've stopped the heart. You have maybe an hour or so to do this operation, and they have to restart the heart before things.
Kutheni kuthiwa umuntu wahlala i4 hours hours zingaka lo muntu emncinci apha yinto ngxaki?
No, kaloku anisho is the intricacy of the operation. And sometimes a child may be born with one hole, a child may be born with 2 holes, a child may be born with so many different things, and you have to fix all those operations, all those things in that sitting. Because even with us in cath lab, sometimes it can take us an hour, sometimes it can take us 3 hours. Depends on how or what the lesion is, what's happening in the patient. So
jonga ke andifuna ukwazi wena bawenza kangakanani ne ndifuna ukwazi la mzali ubhatala kangakanani andifuna wena ndizi kuwe
so Most no kuyabhatalwa. It's expensive. I mean,
are we looking above 100K, 200K?
A PDA device, for example, there's another, if a blood vessel a child can be born with, that's supposed to, when the child takes their first breath, then this blood vessel is supposed to close. No? But in some children, because the role of that blood vessel is inside the womb, is to bypass the lungs because the baby is not breathing using the lungs. Okay, so now you're breathing using your so inside the wombs, then the blood is diverted via this PDA to the rest of the body, taking it away from the lungs. But now you are born, and then this blood vessel is supposed to, and it hasn't closed. But then it doesn't close. Then it stays open. But the pressure now is higher in the systemic circulation, so in the rest of the body. So now it's going where? From the rest of the body back into the lungs, causing a problem. So a device that we can use to close that, for example, can cost easily 60,000, just the device on its own.
Ufika sozana wena 60 ba. Uyafika up.
So delivery system on its own is maybe 18,000. Then that doesn't take away the cath lab time. Cath lab, I mean, if the actual machine itself costs 28 million, and the actual machine, the cath lab machine, costs 28 million. So you can imagine what the hospital is going to charge you to use it for the procedure. So
if all I'm interested in now, someone athi ndandibukele podcast uyicolleague yakho ke many years from now athi ndaqomba no, I want to do this.
Yes.
Like I don't want just to do in medicine, but I want to
be a pediatric cardiologist.
Yeah. So mna ndiyavuya, that's why ndikubuza ngohlobo nedoc. Ezinye ndiyazazi kuba sizi-colleagues.
Yeah,
kuba sizi-colleagues singogqirha thina sifundile sifune nzima. Yes. I can't wait for bekho umuntu osikrwecayo.
Yeah.
Athi I've done medicine because I was watching that episode.
Yeah.
Like, hey, that episode nanqoma ndiyaqala ukhe ndive ngale.
Yes,
you know. Yes. Andifuni ke apho uhlala ndingakhange ndithi we can't wait even nawe sifumane abantu where they will get to ask questions.
Yes.
So ethubeni into esawuyenza esesidecidile neteam into bangabana ngoku sake sibe ne-sessions where I'm not the only one who is asking questions bakhona abantu.
Yeah.
So an inviter for long.
Yeah.
So I can't wait because ngoku mna akhona ngayibuzanga. Yabo akhona ngayibuzanga ndiva kamandi. You know, I'm inspired as well.
Yeah.
Sawuphinda sizicheckishe into bangabana into zomthetho zingenaphi pha. Abantu be-law, yabo. Baniyasushwa na njengase-TV. Irathi lana ndibona apha e-TV okanye i-America iyayibaxa.
I know.
Bayibaxa.
No.
South
Africa, very litigious. Very litigious. Even in government, people are very litigious.
Can you even go 10 meters?
No, but it's actually become quite terrible because people abuse the system and they will actually seek out patients in the hospital and have pilots in the hospital, people camouflaged as normal people. And listen, hey, you look like you had an accident. Tell us what happened. Or, your baby looks like it's got a brain problem.
And
do you know what happened? So that then they can pursue that case. Or there was a malpractice here. Or very, very terrible situation where people are trying to fleece out the system. No, not that. They are trying to fleece out the system. Sometimes there's really no medical negligence. The child was ill. Child had a congenital infection maybe, but people are constantly trying to fleece out the system. And then it's going to make medicine difficult because now people are going to have to practice defensive medicine.
Only the basic.
No, it's actually the opposite. You do an overkill because you are now doing a defensive medicine. You want to make sure that there's no corner that's not been covered and not been because you are practicing defensive medicine because you are trying to preempt what might be used against you.
Wow, yo. So bayasokos. Omama bona xana be busy. Zikhona abazenzayo ezenza umntana xa ezalwa kube kanti ku-wrong.
So
bendikhenda ncokola nomgqirha naye ndimbuza loo nto uba aba beginye bulls.
yeah, so yeah, it's associated kakhulu ne. So congenital heart disease is associated, especially Klausela. So and there's a special syndrome, certain syndrome called fetal alcohol syndrome. So that can lots of heart conditions that are associated with that. Smoking as well, drugs can cause congenital heart disease. But then it's also certain medications as well that the patient is on, medical conditions, medical medication, which is why patient, if you've got a chronic condition, you must inform your doctor. If you're on blood thinners that can cause heart congenital things, or epilepsy medication that can cause such, then you have to inform your doctor if you've got intentions of falling pregnant. Or certain conditions, maybe mom is diabetic, or maybe mom's got a congenital infection like syphilis, like those things that they get told about. Funeka uzithekishe uyobhukisha, funeka uyohlukudla. Xa kuhlukudla isusu saqhapha kuyachekishwa nezinye izinto ezinothi zinobuye ziphinde sichaphazele umntana wakho.
Yo. So abantu bavela athi mina hayi bengazi nix mina nothuke uthi wenza ubeleka.
Ndive ngoshukuma
qha. Akangahlukuhle du. Yeah. Doc, thank you kakhulu man. Ndive kamandi. Ndive kamandi. Sizawuyenza nini 45th birthday yakho? Like sibhukishiwe phasi khona sakwenza yini okusiqale for organize
2028
yilandelayo ngoku
injalo
yilandelayo so sesikufakele ipressure
iva
okay wena kasinokothuka noba ngabana awukhule kushanishe wena akhambi kunceza pha NMU
so where I do and it's NMU but even as a WSU when they were still having students here I was helping out. So
ezijini zabapha eLivingston.
When I said door.
Okay.
So they
hikumandi banescase ntondoni doc.
Kakhulu.
Yo. Akhumdu kusathi khona nayo. Akho tender apha doc. Bayayifuna bazayixutha no taxi.
You know what I always say like for even when I encourage people like who are specializing in doing things like it's a matter of this is just it's a momentary pain. For a lifetime of pleasure.
No,
momentary pain for a lifetime of pure pleasure. Because even in government, as a specialist or a super specialist, you do not work as hard as someone who's still training or a junior level.
Oh, please, man.
So no, you. Yeah. So you are the expert then. So.
Congratulations. I hope yasulela kuba silapha around wena nathi sifumane lo sifumanayo. Siyabulela kakhulu man abantu bathe basibukela. We can't wait for uba kube khona ezinye ezilandelayo.
Enjoy.
Sizawucheckshana nange-demand nange-availability yakho. Because wena akho lula ukufumana.
Kiniphi.
Akho lula ukufumana. So Naliana, it will be great to have where abantu
I was praying even now, but nothing. Sorry to interrupt. I was praying that nothing's gonna come up. I was like, all the children must behave in the ward. I want to be real to Uluvu. I was like, I won't sit with him in a birthday celebration and then not be available for his thing. It's like, but he was there.
No, but you understand. Kakhulu sinexesha ngosisazana kodwa
no very much so
it's been ixesha bomanda choma nabantu yasikhathi chomi mina doc gqirha lo okay oh man I am inspired kakhulu to have such people like you ebomini bam and nindenza ndifuna uzidevelop nindenza ndizibuza ndoba izindanga zami ezi hi man, let me do something ngobomi bam. Like I want Nam to be a better human being. So enkosi kakhulu bani beyiphathi yobomi.
Thank you so much.
No ndabulela. Nabantu babukeleyo ke siyabulela babathe babukela siyavuya noba bangakhange baskiphe ads. And bengaka subscribe and like, please do so. Siyabulela ba uDoc esiphethe kahle ngeinformation. I know you were inspired. I know for a fact. So siyabulela kakhulu. And
Thanks
that
so
is
much.
a wrap. Siyabulela.
Thank you.
Thanks.